Team. Is it safe to have your house cleaned by outside workers? The best practice is to limit guests to emergencies only.
We know things are changing every day, but we're here with you. Continuous COVID-19 coverage during prime time. We're committed to giving you facts, not fear. On 11Alive News Primetime, weeknights from 8 to 11 on WATF.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Today at noon on 11Alive.
We are seeing that lack of smell or altered taste can be a symptom.
We answer your coronavirus-related medical questions. Because 11Alive is where Atlanta speaks.
Televised newscasts not enough for you? Get even more at 11Alive's YouTube channel, where you'll find uncut interviews, extended body cam footage, live streams of Atlanta's biggest trials, and more. Subscribe to 11Alive today.
In times of great uncertainty, some things become more clear. The things we take for granted, the people we depend on daily. Here at 11Alive, we'd like to say thank you. First responders, medical staff, sanitation workers, truck drivers, postal workers, and every brave Georgian doing their part to make a difference. We see you, we hear you, and we appreciate all that you do.
Let's start with a viral message going around. Quote, vast majority of people who died had ibuprofen Advil in their system. This message is fake.
We just bought 20 dust masks for $97.
Are you doing this to help people, or are you doing this to make money, or both?
Both. Take this email sent to the Verify team. Is it safe to have your house cleaned by outside workers? The best practice is to limit guests to emergencies only.
We know things are changing every day, but we're here with you. Continuous COVID-19 coverage during prime time. We're committed to giving you facts, not fear. On 11Alive News Primetime, weeknights from 8 to 11 on WATF.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Today at noon on 11Alive.
We are seeing that lack of smell or altered taste can be a symptom.
We answer your coronavirus-related medical questions. Because 11Alive is where Atlanta speaks.
Televised newscasts not enough for you? Get even more at 11Alive's YouTube channel, where you'll find uncut interviews, extended body cam footage, live streams of Atlanta's biggest trials, and more. Subscribe to 11Alive today.
In times of great uncertainty, some things become more clear. The things we take for granted, the people we depend on daily. Here at 11Alive, we'd like to say thank you. First responders, medical staff, sanitation workers, truck drivers, postal workers, and every brave Georgian doing their part to make a difference. We see you, we hear you, and we appreciate all that you do.
Let's start with a viral message going around. Quote, vast majority of people who died had ibuprofen Advil in their system. This message is fake.
We just bought 20 dust masks for $97.
Are you doing this to help people or are you doing this to make money or both?
Both. Take this email sent to the Verify team. Is it safe to have your house cleaned by outside workers? The best practice is to limit guests to emergencies only.
We know things are changing every day, but we're here with you. Continuous COVID-19 coverage during prime time. We're committed to giving you facts, not fear. On 11Alive News Primetime, weeknights from 8 to 11 on WATF.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Today at noon on 11Alive.
We are seeing that lack of smell or altered taste can be a symptom.
We answer your coronavirus-related medical questions. Because 11Alive is where Atlanta speaks.
Televised newscasts not enough for you? Get even more at 11Alive's YouTube channel, where you'll find uncut interviews, extended body cam footage, live streams of Atlanta's biggest trials, and more. Subscribe to 11Alive today.
Let's start with a viral message going around. Quote, vast majority of people who died had ibuprofen Advil in their system. This message is fake.
We just bought 20 dust masks for $97.
Are you doing this to help people or are you doing this to make money or both?
Both. Take this email sent to the Verify team. Is it safe to have your house cleaned by outside workers? The best practice is to limit guests to emergencies only.
We know things are changing every day, but we're here with you. Continuous COVID-19 coverage during prime time. We're committed to giving you facts, not fear. On 11Alive News Primetime, weeknights from 8 to 11 on WATF.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Today at noon on 11Alive.
We are seeing that lack of smell or altered taste can be a symptom.
We answer your coronavirus-related medical questions. Because 11Alive is where Atlanta speaks.
Televised newscasts not enough for you? Get even more at 11Alive's YouTube channel, where you'll find uncut interviews, extended body cam footage, live streams of Atlanta's biggest trials, and more. Subscribe to 11.
Right now at noon, early voting starts today, but with some changes, what you need to know before heading to the polls. COVID-19 in Georgia, a second shipment of an experimental drug going out to hospitals this week, and a 23-year-old's incredible story of recovery. And a common symptom of COVID-19 is the loss of taste and smell. But why? Our Why Guy explains in about 7 minutes.
11Alive News at noon starts now.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Sheba Russell. Thank you so much for joining us for 11Alive News at noon on this Monday. We'll have much more on coronavirus and early voting in just a moment. But first, meteorologist Chesley McNeil tracking storms headed our way. What's the timeline, Chesley?
Well, they're just starting to fire up on the south side, Sheba. We're starting to see some of that rain begin to intensify. This is a live shot from Noonan, and you can see the rain starting to come down, the clouds in the background there. We're starting to see that now. We had our break. We had some showers this morning. Now we had a break, and now down here to the south is where we're starting to see a lot of these thunderstorms begin to fire up, especially over here to the south and east of the city of Atlanta. You can see down toward Milledgeville, over toward Edenton, a couple thunderstorms there, none of which are severe as of right now, but we'll be watching it because I think we'll have some scattered showers, severe thunderstorms around a little bit later on this afternoon. We're also tracking Tropical Storm Arthur, as it continues to push further off to the north. You can see it impacting the Outer Banks right now, but will continue to head off to sea. That's the good news with this particular storm. So over the next couple of days, that will be leaving our forecast area. So back to our forecast. Look at this. We got temperatures in the 80s, despite the fact that we have the clouds out there. A little southerly push helping to boost those temperatures right on up there. We'll continue to see those temperatures climb as we head through the afternoon. Here it is, an area of low pressure, upper level low associated with it as well, along with Arthur off to our east, bringing the clouds in and keeping the chance for the showers and thunderstorms in place. This front is a very slow mover, and so we're going to have the showers around not only tonight, but the overnight into tomorrow as well. Marginal risk for severe weather. Now, this has been adjusted by the Storm Prediction Center. You can see it still includes Atlanta. Earlier, we had Rome included in that, but now it's Atlanta, over toward Athens, parts of Macon as well, over toward Augusta. It's in these areas here that we think those thunderstorms could produce some very dangerous winds. Hail could be associated with it, and the lightning as well. Tornado threat very, very low this afternoon. Here's our times out for us. You got the thunderstorms that are starting to fire up down here to the south and east. That will continue to be the case as we head through the evening. Notice not much change. There's the front, or at least the leading edge of it, still making its way through the area through the overnight, and so we'll have some showers around by tomorrow morning as well. It won't be until the afternoon that we clear these showers out, but with the wraparound flow from the area of low pressure, we're going to continue to keep a very low chance for the showers and thunderstorms in our forecast as we head into Tuesday afternoon and even into Wednesday, looking for more thunderstorms to come back to the forecast area. So we remain unsettled really for much of this week. Temperatures will stay in the 70s until we get to Friday, looking at 81 degrees for your afternoon high temperature, and then really warming up as we head into the weekend. A very low chance for the rain, 20% chance both Saturday and Sunday, but temperatures will be in the mid to upper 80s by then. Sheba, back to you.
Just a nasty week overall. Chesley, thank you. Now to the latest coronavirus numbers for Georgia, and this is according to the State Department of Public Health. There are now more than 1,600 people who've died. Just under 38,000 confirmed cases. Nearly 6,900 people have been hospitalized. Polls are opening today for early voting in the Georgia primaries, but with the threat of COVID-19, voters can expect a lot of changes. Christy Diaz explains.
It's already been pushed back a couple of times because of the pandemic, but early voting starts today, and as states start tiptoeing back to some version of normal, some places are asking you nicely to wear a mask.
Like everything else during this pandemic, elections are having to figure out their new normal. In this case, it means hand sanitizer, lots of it.
We have it at the beginning of the line and the end of the line.
Fewer polling locations and asking you to wear a mask.
We are asking everyone to wear a face mask or face covering when they come to vote.
Most poll workers fall into the high-risk category, either elderly or with some sort of underlying condition. So there will be fewer working this year.
Having fewer poll workers, we did only have the opportunity to open a few places this time.
Fulton and Cobb cut back to 5. Gwinnett County, just 2, although more will open in Gwinnett next week.
We're going to have the protective masks and gloves and a lot of the other sanitizing products out. So we're going to make it as safe as we can for everybody.
To avoid the inevitable increased wait times, the Secretary of State's office says go ahead and vote by mail. And so far, it seems people are. Out of the 6.9 million active registered Georgia voters, 1.4 million have requested an absentee ballot, and nearly 280,000 have already cast their vote. The Secretary of State calls this monumental, since they usually only see about 40,000 of these during a normal election.
If you go in person, be ready for those COVID safety measures. But if you vote by mail, the deadline is 7 p.m. on Election Day, Tuesday, June 9th.
A second, much larger shipment of the antiviral drug remdesivir going out to Georgia hospitals this week. The drug decreasing the amount of coronavirus in the body, helping patients recover faster. The State Department of Public Health distributing its first allotment of remdesivir last week, enough to treat about 110 patients. The drug will first go to hospitals with 10 or more COVID-19 patients on ventilators. Well, get out and smell the flowers. The Atlanta Botanical Garden in Midtown reopening to only members starting today. They'll be able to enjoy the garden before it officially opens to the public this weekend. Those tickets go on sale starting Thursday. Tickets must be purchased ahead of time, and you'll need a reservation so they can limit the crowds. Also, beginning today, Uber is requiring drivers and passengers to wear face masks or coverings. Before drivers can accept trips, they must take a photo of themselves with a mask on. Riders and drivers will also have to check off that they've gone through certain steps to help stop the spread of coronavirus. Uber is advising riders to no longer sit in the front seat. Slowly, some churches are beginning to reopen their doors and hold in-person services. Roswell Baptist Church in Marietta opened its doors to the congregation yesterday. The church's executive pastor says they have safety precautions in place to make sure everyone is adhering to social distancing guidelines. They're also providing hand sanitizer and masks, as well as checking the staff's temperature.
We realize we're underneath a watchful eye and that the community's looking at us. We're one of the first churches to open. Our concern this morning is to do our best to adhere to all of those guidelines.
The pastor says the decision to reopen was based on the numbers and the science. Anyone who falls under the medically fragile category is asked to stay home and watch the service online. The CDC recently adding to the list of symptoms linked to the coronavirus, and among them the instant and complete loss of taste and smell. The impact on the senses more intense than with other viruses. But why? Here's our why guy with a fascinating explainer.
When you're feeling lousy, many of us will turn to a warm bowl of chicken noodle soup. Everyone has their go-to comfort food when they're feeling sick. The coronavirus has learned to kick us when we're down.
I remember in early March complaining the chips that I was eating at the time that the flavoring was left off.
After hearing from doctors around the country, the CDC added loss of taste and smell to the list of symptoms for COVID-19.
I remember missing the smell of my dog.
Let's look into why it's happening. The flu and even the common cold can cause you to lose some sense of taste and smell.
That's really because we're having trouble getting air into our nose. For COVID-19, it seems to be occurring in people who also don't have sort of nasal congestion.
Dr. Maria Sundram of Emory University's Department of Public Health explains that researchers are still looking into COVID-19's impact on our senses. She tells us there are smell receptors in the back of our nostrils. Cells and neurons there send messages to the brain.
It's possible that COVID-19 as a respiratory virus is looking for different epithelial cells to infect and sees these epithelial cells that are right next to the neurons and thinks, oh, this is a great environment for me.
Our sense of taste is tied to our ability to smell.
There is some kind of interaction between the air that goes into your nose and the air that goes into your mouth, is that they also interact in our brain.
A sudden and complete loss of taste and smell may signal a need to be tested for the coronavirus. The good news, according to Dr. Sundaram, is if COVID-19 is to blame, your senses will return shortly after you recover.
And if you have a question for Jerry Carnes, our Why Guy, send it to us on Facebook, Twitter, or email. We're getting a first-hand account of what it's like to battle coronavirus. A 23-year-old survivor is walking us through his ordeal.
23-year-old Matt Newey got the coronavirus on a ski trip with friends, and he documented himself as he fought the illness in isolation.
You wake up one morning with some weird new symptom that just punches you in the face. It's super crazy.
Matt's symptoms started with body aches.
It felt like I just had this full body workout.
As the immune system recognizes it's under attack, it starts to mobilize cells, it starts to secrete different chemicals, and those chemicals can make you have those aches and pains.
Then Matt started having trouble breathing.
And my lungs would just inflame and contract to the point where it felt like I was breathing through a straw.
So the virus finds its way in the airways and in the lung cells, and the immune system also goes to that site and starts to attack the cells that have been infected. And that whole process is what leads to inflammation in the lungs.
Matt experienced unusual symptoms too, like a loss of smell.
I grabbed my sister's perfume, tried smelling it, couldn't smell a thing.
We don't quite understand why people lose the sense of taste and smell. It may be due to inflammation of those pathways that are responsible for those sensations.
After more than a week of experiencing intense symptoms, Matt began to feel better.
It was a scary and lonely experience, but thankfully things got better and I was able to pull through.
Great story to hear how he survived. All right, we want to say a big congratulations to the graduates. This week, Atlanta Public Schools will start holding virtual celebrations to honor the class of 2020. The full schedule is on the district's Facebook page where the ceremonies will be broadcast. And later this summer, the district plans to celebrate with in-person ceremonies. So send us your graduation photos. Use the hashtag MorningRushATL, or you can use the hashtag 11Alive. So we are the station where Atlanta speaks, and we want to give high school graduates their moment to shine. So text us their photo, tell us their story. The number is 404-885-7600. They could be highlighted in our senior spotlight. Graduations may be canceled, but let's give the class of 2020 the recognition they deserve. So please remember to share personal photos, not the professional ones. Coming up, financial expert Andrew Poulos will be answering your money questions live. Let us know if you have one. We've got you covered on everything from stimulus payments, mortgage deferrals, unemployment, you name it. Ask away. Text us at 404-885-7600.
More clear. The things we take for granted, the people we depend on daily. Here at 11Alive, we'd like to say thank you. First responders, medical staff, sanitation workers, truck drivers, postal workers, and every brave Georgian doing their part to make a difference. We see you, we hear you, and we appreciate all that you do.
Let's start with a viral message going around. Quote, vast majority of people who died had ibuprofen Advil in their system. This message is fake.
We just bought 20 dust masks for $97.
Are you doing this to help people, or are you doing this to make money, or both?
Both. Take this email sent to the Verify team. Is it safe to have your house cleaned by outside workers? The best practice is to limit guests to emergencies only.
We know things are changing every day, but we're here with you. Continuous COVID-19 coverage during prime time. We're committed to giving you facts, not fear. On 11Alive News Primetime, weeknights from 8 to 11 on WATF.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Today at noon on 11Alive.
We are seeing that lack of smell or altered taste can be a symptom.
We answer your coronavirus-related medical questions. Because 11Alive is where Atlanta speaks.
Televised newscasts not enough for you? Get even more at 11Alive's YouTube channel, where you'll find uncut interviews, extended body cam footage, live streams of Atlanta's biggest trials, and more. Subscribe to 11Alive today.
And we're back and joined by financial expert Andrew Poulos answering all of your money questions. Has any, I haven't seen you in about a week because I've been off. Any big headlines to start this Monday afternoon, Andrew?
the action stops when you leave, Sheba, so we're back on now.
Okay, all right, that's good, that's good. Although I know a lot of people are still waiting for their unemployment checks and their stimulus payments. So let's start with Michelle. She wants to know, when can I expect to receive my tax refund? I filed electronically over 6 weeks ago. I checked the status online, and all it says is that my tax refund is still being processed.
Yeah, if she has not gotten the tax refund, at this point, I would say that I would encourage her to call the IRS and figure out what's going on. There may be a hold on it because they're reviewing something, but the IRS lines are now starting to open back up. It's still difficult to get through because of the volume, but of course, I think it's time that she looks into it.
All right, yeah, 6 weeks, that's a long time. Another viewer wants to know, if I have been making my installment payments, will I receive a statement next month from the IRS?
Hopefully. Of course, you guys have probably heard me say before that the IRS has suspended collection enforcement action as of end of March. Eventually going to get back on track with that. If you are making installment agreement payments on your end through the IRS website or by check and you are not on a direct debit, you can skip the payment without defaulting your agreement. But if it's on a direct debit, then they will continue to debit your account, and eventually at some point in the future they'll start sending out monthly statements again.
Okay, that's good to know, because folks need to use that money for other things right now.
Absolutely.
Another Michelle texted, my boyfriend is a military contractor and he's currently overseas. He filed 2018 and 2019 returns, but because he files as foreign income, when he enters his adjusted gross income, it's really low, and the system states it doesn't recognize his information. It doesn't allow him to enter his account information for the direct deposit. What should he do?
Yeah, I don't think it's the message that he's getting is because of the low income. There's something there that's not matching the IRS database. So for some reason, it could be the date of birth, it could be the address that he's entering that doesn't match, but some piece of information is not matching, so it's not letting him proceed. But I don't really think it has anything to do per se with the low income on the return. Ultimately, at the end of the day, if he is not able to enter in information and doesn't get direct deposit for the stimulus, it's going to come by paper check in the mail to whatever address the IRS has on file.
All right, another viewer says, on April 15th, the IRS deposited $250 in my checking account with a letter from President Trump telling me it was my stimulus check. Why did my wife and I not get the $2,400 when both our 2018 and 2019 incomes were less than $185,000 each year?
Yeah, great question. There are some unknowns here, but based on the viewer's information of 185, we need to remember that for joint married couples filing joint, the threshold is 150. At 150, it begins to phase out. It begins to get reduced effectively. So if they're upwards of 185, that probably makes a little bit of sense as to why it's highly reduced, and they got much less than the 2,400.
Does this $250, does that sound about right?
Getting close to it, Sheba. It may not be exact, but again, 185 that the viewer put in may not be the exact income either. So, but yes, as you get up to that level, then it begins to phase out, because at 199,000, 198,000 roughly, it's totally phased out. So you're in that upper echelon of where it gets drastically reduced.
Gotcha. Aisha says, is it safe to say if I haven't received the stimulus payment via direct deposit yet, I will not receive a check in the mail?
Yes and no.
Yeah.
If you haven't received direct deposit and the IRS has your bank account information on file from an 18 or 19 return, there could have been something that prevented the IRS from getting that direct deposit into that account, so then a check will be mailed. I would encourage her to go onto the IRS website at irs.gov and check under Get My Payment to see if there's any updates showing. If there's not, then most likely the check is going to come in the mail.
Yeah, don't give up hope. Is the IRS done with the direct deposit part of the stimulus payments?
I don't think so, Sheba. And the reason I say that is because very recently we've been able to have clients enter in information for direct deposit, and clients are still receiving direct deposit. So I don't think it's as if it started back in April where they had 1 week of direct deposits and then they started mailing out checks. I think somehow they're still continuing direct deposit as we go along based on people entering information.
Okay. Miko writes, I asked that taxes be taken from my unemployment insurance. Is there a way to change that to not have taxes removed now?
Yes. So if you go into under my UI under the Georgia Department of Labor website and you log in using your PIN and Social Security number, you're able to go down to the bottom. There's some links at the very bottom. One of them is to allow you to change whether you want taxes withheld from your weekly checks or if you do not.
But Miko will still have to pay these taxes one way or another. Whether they remove it now, they'll have to pay at some point.
Yeah. Keep in mind, everyone needs to keep this in mind, that unemployment benefits are taxable income. So as long as you're receiving unemployment compensation next year, you're going to get a form from the Department of Labor with the total amount of your benefits, and that will become taxable income. So if you're not having taxes withheld, you probably need to at some point start planning for it.
Okay. And Lee says, my wife and I are not required to file taxes. We receive our Social Security checks by direct deposit in our bank. So far, my wife's stimulus check is the only one that's been deposited. What's happened to my $1,200?
Interesting. Okay. So it could be several things. Obviously, if one spouse has gotten it, the other one hasn't. Leads me to say that maybe there was some sort of a glitch in getting a direct deposit out, and maybe the check is going to come in the mail. But, you know, it could be a variety of reasons, Sheba, in this case here, all unknown as to what really the true issue is.
All right. Yeah. One spouse getting it, the other one not getting it. All right. We'll be back answering more of your money questions with our financial expert, Andrew Poulos. Don't go anywhere.
Verify team. Is it safe to have your house cleaned by outside workers? The best practice is to limit guests to emergencies only.
We know things are changing every day, but we're here with you. Continuous COVID-19 coverage during prime time. We're committed to giving you facts, not fear. On 11Alive News Primetime, weeknights from 8 to 11 on WATF.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Today at noon on 11Alive.
We are seeing that lack of smell or altered taste can be a symptom.
We answer your coronavirus-related medical questions. Because 11Alive is where Atlanta speaks.
Televised newscast, not enough for you? Get even more at 11.
And we're back answering your money questions with financial expert Andrew Poulos. Let's get right to it, Andrew. Chris wants to know, how do I apply retroactively for pandemic unemployment assistance? I received a letter on May 5th saying I could receive benefits effective March 8th. I apply each Sunday for the previous week, so can I type in the retroactive dates now too?
Interesting question here. The March 8th is what's interesting because I don't believe pandemic was available back then. But regardless, whatever weeks that Chris is eligible for, if he logs into his account under my UI, he should have weeks that he's able to self-certify for. And everyone needs to remember, in this case, Sheba, that when you're applying for benefits, if you're doing it on your own and it's not being submitted each week by an employer, that you will need to self-certify, log into the account every week and self-certify, or else your benefits will terminate if you're not going in every week.
Okay, another viewer says, if I have already collected 13 weeks of unemployment benefits, can it be extended if a job offer was paused due to COVID-19? Should I pursue trying to reinstate?
Interesting here. So about a job offer, probably need a little more details, but I would say that what we do know is that benefits can extend another 13 weeks. The Labor Department is working on that as part of the CARES Act, and those who are eligible and will possibly qualify are going to receive an email to be able to apply for the continued benefits.
Mia asks, the company I worked at through an agency approved money for me even though I will not be returning to the company. Can I still claim unemployment insurance benefits this week?
Okay, so there's a little confusion as to the way the question is worded here about money being approved for her. Ultimately, what I would say is that if she is unemployed and the employer has filed for unemployment benefits for her, then she should be getting unemployment benefits weekly. If the employer has not filed unemployment, she's unemployed due to COVID, then she needs to file on her own so benefits can begin to be paid.
All right, Andrew Poulos, we always appreciate your insight and your ability to answer these questions with such speed. And we'll see you back here on The Noon very soon.
Absolutely. Take care, Sheba.
All right, you too. We'll be back.
Interviews, extended body cam footage, live streams of Atlanta's biggest trials, and more. Subscribe to 11Alive today.
In times of great uncertainty, some things become more clear. The things we take for granted, the people we depend on daily. Here at 11Alive, we'd like to say thank you. First responders, medical staff, sanitation workers, truck drivers, postal workers, and every brave Georgian doing their part to make a difference. We see you, we hear you, and we appreciate all that you do.
Let's start with a viral message going around. Quote, vast majority of people who died had ibuprofen Advil in their system. This message is fake.
We just bought 20 dust masks for $97. Are you doing this to help people or are you doing this to make money or both?
Both. Take this email sent to the Verify team. Is it safe to have your house cleaned by outside workers? The best practice is to limit guests to emergencies only.
We know things are changing every day, but we're here with you. Continuous COVID-19 coverage during prime time. We're committed to giving you facts, not fear. On 11Alive News Primetime, weeknights from 8 to 11 on WATF.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Target has become the first major retailer to extend hero pay to its hourly employees. In an email to workers, its CEO says the company would extend its $2 per hour temporary wage increase through July 4th. All store and distribution center hourly employees are eligible for the extra pay. Several other retailers have let their temporary wage hikes expire as nearly every state begins to reopen. Apple is reopening 25 more stores this week in 6 states. Georgia is not one of them. A company executive says reopenings are based on local guidelines. The company says customers will need to wear a face mask inside its stores. It will provide one if you don't have one. The store will limit how many people can be inside at a time, and customers will be screened for COVID-19 symptoms. A big welcome home parade for Nurse Destiny. After dedicating 2 months on the front lines in New York City, she has returned to Atlanta. There she is. Not only was she helping to treat those fighting COVID-19, she was also helping with the new babies that came into the world during this crisis. Family and friends decorated their cars with balloons and signs in her honor. They also gave her a lot of cards and notes to read as she spends the next 2 weeks in quarantine. Oh my goodness. We are where Atlanta speaks, so let us know the good things you see happening around you. Just use the hashtag #SendTheLoveATL or text them to us at 404-885-7600. Remember, you can find these stories and more in the palm of your hand. Just download the 11Alive app for information on testing sites, CDC guidelines, and all of the amazing stories of survival. Thank you for watching the News at Noon. I'm Sheba Russell. Stay safe.
Are you doing this to help people or are you doing this to make money or both?
Both. Take this email sent to the Verify team. Is it safe to have your house cleaned by outside workers? The best practice is to limit guests to emergencies only.
We know things are changing every day, but we're here with you. Continuous COVID-19 coverage during prime time. We're committed to giving you facts, not fear. On 11Alive News Primetime, weeknights from 8 to 11 on WATF.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Today at noon on 11Alive.
We are seeing that lack of smell or altered taste can be a symptom.
We answer your coronavirus-related medical questions. Because 11Alive is where Atlanta speaks.
Televised newscasts not enough for you? Get even more at 11Alive's YouTube channel, where you'll find uncut interviews, extended body cam footage, live streams of Atlanta's biggest trials, and more. Subscribe to 11Alive today.
Let's start with a viral message going around. Quote, vast majority of people who died had ibuprofen Advil in their system. This message is fake.
We just bought 20 dust masks for $97. Are you doing this to help people or are you doing this to make money or both?
Both. Take this email sent to the Verify team. Is it safe to have your house cleaned by outside workers? The best practice is to limit guests to emergencies only.
We know things are changing every day, but we're here with you. Continuous COVID-19 coverage during prime time. We're committed to giving you facts, not fear. On 11Alive News Primetime, weeknights from 8 to 11 on WATF.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.